Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. All right, guys, we are working on our last Ampex VR-7500, the one that's on my table. It's been lacking due to actual parts. I'd like to thank Ward, who gave me all the parts for the Ampex machines. This is making it possible for me to complete this machine. This is the one. It's a VR-7500. It's got a color card in it already. So this one here is going to be relatively a quick build, but it had some problems. As I posted in a previous video, I have to repair the scanner. As you can see, the scanner is completely taken out, and I got to put brand new bearings in that. And of course, the motor that runs the scanner is really tight, and so the bearings in this motor are bad, and I think they're pressed in, so you can't really change them on the motor, but no big deal. But I took the motor out, and the scanner and the motor really tough and tight to move around. So you can see the bearings dried up on it are just really bad because they're really hard to turn. So this motor here I did not have, but thanks to Ward and all his genius parts from the Ampex Center that he gave me with the new belts and everything else, I was able to replace the motor. So I was tinkering around this morning to get the motor installed. So this thing moves very freely. That's what it's supposed to do, just like that. That's how this thing is supposed to spin. So we got a brand new motor installed. So I'm going to put the belt in. I just wanted to get it in place to see how it's going to fit, because you have this motor uncap that's mounted to it. I want to make sure it's not in the place of the MDA board when I slide that in, so I want to see the best position for it. So this looks like it's going to be the best position for this whole thing. Also, got to keep in mind when you do stuff like this, you got to have clearances and different things. Since I want to try to copy the way the other one was done, we got new motor uncaps on these particular motors. So this motor we're gonna install this motor and change out the tires and various different things. But this one here is going to be completed relatively quick. It's not going to take too long to rebuild this machine. We do have brand new belts for these as well. But the scanner motor, or like scanner itself, had bad bearings, and the wear and tear on the scanner, as well as the scanner motor. The scanner motor had bad bearings as well. So, I mean, without parts, you just can't do much, guys. If you're working on these 1960s VTRs, I mean, parts are imperative. You've got to have parts. And these are very specific motors. You can't just replace them with anything. They were designed for these machines. So it was very lucky that Ward had replacement motors. I really needed this motor really bad, and he happened to have it. So, but anyways, God, it's just crazy what happens to these machines. And plus, from sitting and wear and tear, they just go to hell after a while. But anyways, we're going to get this machine going. This is the one I have on my table I keep talking about. I got 2 machines already done. This will be my third VR-7500 that will be fully operational. And I will pretty much be done with this project, and I'm going to move on to the final countdown on the cartridge vision machine. I'm going to be working on that really aggressively to get that done. But I want to get this third one finished. This is a VR-7500 with the color card on it. This is a very nice machine. It's just that, like I said, it lacks parts, lacks maintenance and everything else from through the years. And these motors do go bad. When people say they don't, they do. Believe me, they go bad, as well as the scanner. Basically, in motors, it's just generally the bearings that go bad. Very rare the windings go bad on these things. It's just that the bearings, they dry up and they seize up and they don't want to spin. But this is what it should do. Look at how freely that moves. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. And we'll put a new belt on and install the scanner. And the major problem on this machine was the motor and this motor and the scanner. Thank God I've got everything now to get this buttoned up. And then we can move on to all the tie-ups and different things and finish up the boards on this. We're going to have another VR-7500 up and running real quick. So I'll have 3 available. So I'll be able to work on these big projects as well as customer tapes. But this is a very rare machine, and it's worth the time and trouble if you're an engineer technician like myself. find ways around fixing these, because once you find these machines, they do not work, people. Trust me, they don't. They need a lot of maintenance, a lot of work, a lot of replacement parts, a lot of different things. So hope you enjoyed this video.